Welcome to another episode of Ship War, my review of Kick-Ass 2.
Shipper War. When ship happens, I'm there.
Kick-Ass 2 takes place years after Kick-Ass, where now the Red Mist is still bitter about the event of Kick-Ass, and now he wants to get back at Kick-Ass by doing some evil things towards his loved ones, while Kick-Ass himself is off making friends with other civilians who want to be superheroes. Kick-Ass 2 stars Aaron Taylor Johnson, Chloe Grace Moretz, and Jim Carrey. Now I have to say, before going into this film, I was excited to see this movie because I really enjoyed Kick-Ass and I felt it was a very underrated superhero comic book movie. With that said, here's my thoughts on the film. I was slightly disappointed with it because as an audience member, you go into a movie wanting it to either be as good as the first one, if not better. As I was watching this movie, I was trying to understand why there was something wrong with the film. So I did a little research and I found out they didn't have the same director as the first one, who was Matthew Vaughn, who directed some really good movies, one of them being X-Men First Class. Now, the director for this movie is some guy who really hasn't directed anything that I saw on his resume that was anything to really be impressed with. So, unfortunately, I think the fault of this movie is the director they chose to direct this movie and also to write this film. Also, I felt like the budget for this movie wasn't up to par to the first film, which the first film really didn't have a really big budget. But I felt like whatever budget they gave this film was either used incorrectly or it was cut, because there were certain things, especially with the CG, that I felt wasn't very clean. There was certain scenes with the blood that it felt very cartoonish. It didn't feel very realistic. And there were certain things with the sets that just didn't look right. It just really didn't look like a very polished movie. As for the romance of the movie, all I have to say that this movie definitely convinced me to become a Kick-Ass and Hit Girl shipper. And I know that Hit Girl is a little too young for Kick-Ass, but I feel like once she gets into the right age where they can go there, they should totally go there because it would totally work for this setting. Overall, I enjoyed the film, but I didn't love it. I have to say, I would be lying if there wasn't scenes in the movie that had me laughing, because there was a lot of funny scenes in the movie. There were some scenes that had me going ooh and ah, but overall, it wasn't as good as the first one, and it wasn't better, and that's all I wanted from this film. I wanted this film to either be better and or as good, and it was neither of those things, unfortunately. Now, who I would recommend this movie to? I would recommend this movie to anybody who liked the first Kick-Ass. Go see this movie because you will enjoy these characters coming back on the big screen. They're all still likable, but overall the story is just not that great. So check it out if you choose to. So that is all for this episode of Ship War. Goodbye, and until next time. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. One Direction This Is Us is a movie documentary about the UK boy band One Direction, starring Harry, Liam, Louis, Neil, and Zayn. I believe I got them all right. Yes. This movie is also directed by Morgan Spurlock, who many know him for the documentary Super Size Me, which changed fast food in the United States forever. I went into this film with a very open mind because, to be completely honest, to those One Direction fans who are